Good morning. Welcome to a short Lift You Up, Port You Down. This is taught to me by Karen and Lou on the island of Hawaii, the big island at the Kokolulu Farm and Cancer Retreat Center, and taught to them by their teacher, Dr. Peng Ning, who started the Medicineless Hospital in China. And we'll start with the 8 phrases, and then we'll do briefly maybe 3 motions in each direction. So everything I'm saying is an invitation. You're welcome to do what I'm saying or do whatever it is your body's asking of you. So starting with your feet, underneath the hips, connecting with the earth, the bottoms of the feet are open. The knees are soft. Sitting back as if you're on a very tall chair. Opening the lower back, Yingmen. Dropping the chin, opening the back of the neck. Yu chin. Crown of the head lifting up. Little space under the armpits and behind the elbows. Noticing the centers of the palms expanding and relaxing. Bringing to mind the people in your life who you are praying for, who you are welcoming into the chi field. You can say their names now, in their mind or out loud. So Tian Chi Di. Why Jin Mei Jin. Noticing the body, being with what's present here. The palms facing the earth in front of you. Moving forward and back. The fingertips lifted slightly up, moving chi. Yeah. And lifting up chi in front of the lower dantian. Fingertips pointing into the lower energy center. Around the body, connecting to mainland. Dive out. Meantime. Palms come together. Drawing chi down. Rotating the fingertips. Feeling blessed. Stretching out. Opening. Open and close. Pushing to mountain. Rolling. Receiving. Connecting up and down. Pillar of light. Heaven and earth. Inside and out. Lifting chi up. Holding. Pouring chi down. Hesitating. Connecting. Palms, blessing the eyes, the brain. Nose, the mouth, the jaw, throat, lungs, the heart, stomach, liver, small intestine, large intestine, spleen and pancreas, bladder, gallbladder, reproductive organs, the appendix, all the connective tissue, muscles and joints and ligaments in communication. Middle fingers, pressing Duchi, the navel, sending chi into the lower dantian. To all my organs, thank you for functioning harmoniously, symbiotically, and peacefully. Tracing around, pressing Mingmen, just opposite the navel and the spine. Opening Mingmen, Heaven's Gate, rolling the spine down one vertebrae at a time. Fingers tracing down the backs of the legs. Elbow palms over young flesh, bubbling well down into the earth, up. Drawing the teeth and deepen the earth up the front of the legs, blessing the knees, bending the knees, dropping the tailbone. Duchi. And relaxing the whole body. Dong. Thinking the mind and chi of the body. Relaxing the mind and all the sensations. Steeping like a tea bag in hot water. Now we do section 2. Palms facing the earth. Lifting up, fingertips rising, pushing to mountains. Giving and receiving chi with your past self and your future self. Balancing your energy through time and space. Bringing the palms forward and back. Pushing out, up, and down. Lifting chi up. Pouring chi down. Hesitating. Noticing the sensations in the fingertips and the crown of the head. Fingertips coming to yin time. Washing the brain clean, clear, and bright. And around. Reaching. And down, washing down the spine. And around. Shining chi up and down the spine to Mingmen, sending the chi to Duchi. And around. Into the lower dantian. Rolling the spine down. Palms on the inside. Down and up. Up the backs of the legs. Dropping, softening. Little fingers pressing Mingmen. And around to Duchi. Relaxing the whole body. Oh one more time. So now we'll begin section 3. Reaching far and wide, lifting up the most radiant, beautiful, swirling sun of light. Holding it high, and when you're ready, pouring this chi down, washing through the whole inside of the body, clean, clear, and bright. All functions are normal. Connecting to the crown. The palms coming over the ears. Listening inside. Speaking to the body. How may we be one today? Facing out in front of the shoulders. The right hand comes out. Zhonghui. Cheek. Left. Zhonghui. Cheek. Forming a lotus flower. All the blessings of the universe gather here. Drinking deeply this sweet nectar. Push hands. Rotating the fingertips, feeling blessed. Now we do the closing. Stretching up, connecting the universe, the palms of the hands open, releasing into the earth all that is ready to go. It does not serve you anymore. Connecting deep with the fabric of the soil and the land, lifting chi up, bringing it in front of the forehead, middle fingers pointing back to yin time, washing the brain and the body with this chi. Clean, clear, and bright. All functions are normal. The elbows relaxing down and back. Middle fingers pressing below the armpits. Thigh bow, connecting with the heart center. And reaching far and wide. Giving a hug to the entirety of creation. The wholeness of the sweet beloved universe. Embracing slowly, brighter and hotter, swirling these blessings closer to the lower dantian, condensing until it is the size of a pearl, and this chi is tucked in with the middle fingers deep into the lower dantian, filling the body with light. Dantian chi is abundant. Sacred chi, holy chi, stay in me, heal me. Sacred chi, holy chi, stay in me, heal me. Oh, I'm surrounded by an intelligent membrane, by an invisible membrane. I am surrounded by an intelligent membrane, by an invisible membrane. Into this membrane, only love matters. Within this membrane, only love remains. Palms connecting with the body, feeling the reverberations, saying some kind words to yourself in your mind or out loud. Thank you. Bringing two feet together, coming into Hershe hands, imagining before us all of our teachers. Perhaps the faces of a few come to mind to symbolize the whole. To all my teachers, Howdy. sharing these blessings with all of creation. And then come back up to the bottoms of the feet, resting in the lower dantian. And the cycle continues. Hola.